Welcome to the Grandmaster Troll Show. Y'all know who it is. It's your boy, the Grandmaster Troll. Here to give you guys some of the best trolling content YouTube has to offer. Shout out to the Reject Army, the Nif the dishwashers, the badwares, the gorilla pimps, the gorilla simps, the single women who are struggling out there trying to make a living, so now they gotta go to OnlyFans to try and run up a bag. Or we're gonna talk about it today. So with that said, witness the power and the might that is the most dangerous troll on YouTube. So where do we start today? Like, where do we start? We got Will Clinton in the building, Nate Michael, Nicole. We got Truth Only. We got a couple of people in the building. We got to talk about some things because there's an influx of people running OnlyFans, and you're not supposed to run the OnlyFans to make money. We got people who come online with a straight face and will tell you, I'm trying to, I'm just trying to show my creativity, my creativeness. So I'm running the OnlyFans to show the world my creativeness, and I'm busting it wide open. So where did we start? Do we start with Sister George and the Jameelah Currie interview, or do I want to start with the Bossy Empryss? See, we got 11 people in the building, so this we'll probably be getting around 40 people in the box. I got to build back up the numbers, because I've been semi-retired. So we're gonna start with the Bossy Empryss OnlyFans page, and where has your girl Bossy Empryss been up to? Well, doing a little research, your girl Bossy Empryss, he said, damn, I thought Brad was a provider. Why Bossy Empryss don't have a white boy paying her? I mean, it's hard out here. We got Anton coming in $2 on the super chat salute. I mean, with Will Clinton, it's hard out here for a pimp, and it's even harder out here for a 304, as they should be saying. But we found your girl Bossy Empryss. Not only did we find her OnlyFans page, word around the street, she's been on the website called Strip Chat. Let me see if I could just Google the website. I probably can't show the website, Strip Chat, but they got all these new websites. And one of these new websites, this is a free live sex cam website. It says free live sex cams and adult chat with naked girls. Wow. So I guess people is really making a move to Strip Chat, but let's see if I can pull up. Let's see if I could pull up the OnlyFans. Can I pull up the OnlyFans? Let's go ahead and go to media real quick. Can you guess? Can you guess? Hold on. Okay, it's making me log back in. That's why I'm trying to figure out why it ain't letting me do what I gotta do. That's what happened, because I had to restart my computer because I was trying to get OnlyFans to work. Couldn't quite get OnlyFans to work, or OBS to work for some reason. So I guess we're gonna settle out for StreamYard, and we're gonna pull up the Bossy Empryss OnlyFans page, and I can show the people what you can get over here on OnlyFans. Let's see who we got in the building. We got G2. Oh, I still didn't make my yes drop. I still didn't make my yes drop for my man. Yes, we got Soul Provider speaks of the Negro verse in the building. We got Simply Deep in the building. Cassandra Brown in the building, and we got Moshe the commentator in the building. We got Yolanda in the building. See, we gotta give Yolanda. We gotta make Yolanda a mod. She says greetings. See, if we can make her a moderator real quick for the support. She's been one of the bigger Cash App supporters over the last couple of live streams. And I forgot my man Quasi. He sent me a $2 super chat that I skipped over yesterday. I want to apologize to my man Quasi. Thank you for the $2 super chat that I passed over on my last live stream. We got the cynical one in the building. But for now, are we ready? Let me make sure. I got nothing I don't want to show. But these women is running the OnlyFans, and they OnlyFans' pages is so clean. I can actually show them on YouTube. That's how clean they OnlyFans is. They don't even want to be busting it wide open for some reason. So let me go ahead get my screen share going right there. Okay. Let's go ahead and remove it for now. Let's see. Let's go to the boss. Sexy Bossy. We got Miss Bossy Bay right here. The spoiled findom MILF goddess. Hold on. Let me scrub through this OnlyFans just to make sure that everything. Ooh, that one maybe because it's showing some pubes right there. So maybe I can't quite show that one, but I think that'll work. I think that'll work. Let me make sure that one is good. That one doesn't show anything. Okay. Let's go ahead and show the people what they want to see. This is what your people is doing on OnlyFans. We're on the Sexy Bossy OnlyFans page where you can actually subscribe for free. That's right. They not even you can subscribe to their whole OnlyFans pages for free. So we got right here. We got Sexy Bossy, Miss Bossy Bay right here, the spoiled femdom MILF goddess. You could call her anytime and talk about anything. You just gotta call that 30 phone number right there. She got a couple of posts. I love it when broke losers display their desperation by begging for freebies in my DMs. Please keep giving me your energy. I enjoy the pathetic begging. And we got the baddest bitch you ever had right here. Then we got something. I guess this is supposed to be a naked image right here because you gotta unlock it for $3. So if you want to see some naked pictures, she's selling that naked body for $3, and she put what's under this pretty pink dress, this pretty pink vajayjay and fat tits. I know you want to fill me up with all that cum, daddy. My legs are spread and I need to be bred, and you can unlock it for $3. Then we got this picture right here. Wish you had me. Show me how much you want me. Tips. Receive surprises in the DMs. The bigger the tip, the better the surprise. Okay, this is the one with the pubes right here. I know I make you weak. Worship me and give your sacrifice for being blessed with my beauty. I will bestow my favor and bless. Can you handle all this, woman? Hi, Big Daddy. Bet you wish you had me. If you had me, you would know that you have to spoil me. Check your DMs tonight, puppy. Maybe I left you a Scooby snack. I feel so sexy. How about you? Hi, sexies. Greet me and tip me if you love me. Check your DMs for uncensored spicy pics set in my green pink outfits. Got my nipples pierced. Check your messages to unlock the uncensored picture and tell me how sexy you think they are. And then we got a video right here. We got a SPHJOYTs, and we're gonna play this video. We're gonna see what your girl, bossy, sexy, bossy Empress, Miss Bossy Babe, that babe, what they doing on OnlyFans? What? What? Stop the show. Stop the show. What, what are these Negroes doing on OnlyFans? They out here doing JOI strip teases, jacking off in an imaginary penis. Unbelievable. Unbelievable. We got Simply Deep. Oh, Simply Deep is ready to risk it all. He's ready to go over to the Bossy Empryss page and see what Bossy Empryss is about over here. They over here doing strip teases. Look at this right here. Look at this right here. They get up here, they barely comb their hair, they don't even put up no makeup, they nails ain't dead and done, they don't put on the sexy lingerie, they trying to put on the half put on the bra halfway where just covering up the areolas. I mean, what is that? What? Somebody tell me, what is this? What, bossy? No. We got the big tits, the small bikini. Oh, look at this right here. You could pay for a cock rating. If you pay $10, and I guess show a picture of your private parts, she'll rate your private parts for you 1 through 10. If you pay $15, you get a rate plus a kinky text. You send $20, she'll give you a rating, a kinky text, and a pic. You send $30, you get all of the above with a video response. Wow. We got one right here. This is a $5 unlock right here. For $5, you can see a bent over naked with that ass tooted and booted with that pretty kitty sitting pretty. This let me have a see. I mean, this is what people got $3 for a $3 unlock for a naughty cowgirl. We got Ride You Like a Horse. Are you a hung one? Shall I play this one right here? Did this one have any nudity? I can't remember. But that's what they do. They up there with the Daisy Dukes talking about some show love. They got a tip list. They want $80 tip. They want a what is this right? Hold on. What is this right? You get a standard video for $20, a GG video. I don't know what a GG is video for $80. Me and my best friend have some fun for you. Okay, a girl video. Okay, then you get a fetish video. Let me know your fetishes. I promise I don't buy. You can get a custom video. You could get text sexting, and if you pay the grand total of $190, you get a GFE all day text sexting for $190. Wow, you can get a video call. You could buy clothing for buy me clothing to wear for you. So you could buy clothing and she will actually wear the clothing for. But this is what they doing on OnlyFans. This is what they doing on OnlyFans. They busting it wide open on OnlyFans. So I went to the Instagram. Always got to go to the Instagram because I want to see who's simping. And I know you Negroes is broke. I know you Negroes is not going to spend no money. So I want to see who's simping over here on Instagram. We got Antonio. He talking about perfect eyes. We got Sector. That appears to be a female. Style. We got Style City Music talking about cutie. He over there simping. Who else simping? We got James talking about so gorgeous. we got one of them white bald head Brads and Chads. Oh, we got a Mr. Clean James Nagy in the building. Then we got another white boy, HD fat boy, talking about those eyes. So I guess there's people that will simp. There's people that will simp. We got Antonio again. We got Daddy B More. He in there talking about he go all out. We got King James Kappa in the building talking about he got the whipped cream. I mean, Negroes will simp. Negroes will simp for these OnlyFans models. Ain't that something? Ain't that something? Let's see who we got in the chat. See, we got anybody else enter the chat? We got the center one says not the eggplant ratings. Oh my god. He said, who is Jameelah? Yeah, that's ARC's wife. We're gonna talk about her next. The only thing I'm giving is the Nate says he ain't paying for ish. We got Vanguard. He talking about Bossy Empryss is back. Chaos Gay Base is Chaos Rain gonna be in them DMs. We got Moshe Dick Covers says any man that pays for OnlyFans is a certified sucker. We got Mano Slander says, hey GMT, but that's what's going on. But why are we here? We are here because somebody got the interview, and I was quite disappointed. I was quite disappointed because one, I reached out to Jameelah Currie to get the interview. I was trying to get the interview. I was trying to get the one-on-one. I had some questions I wanted to get down to. I was trying to figure out what made you think you could go on OnlyFans, then advertise your OnlyFans on the Alan Roger Currie Patreon page of all places to advertise your OnlyFans. You go to the Alan Roger Currie Patreon page? Is that what we're doing? So without further ado, Sister George was able to do the confrontation, and she did all right. It was a good interview. She asked some good questions, but she really didn't hold she really didn't hold she really didn't hold Jameelah Currie accountable. She didn't explain why she shouldn't be on OnlyFans. She certainly didn't even ask about the masturbation video that she put up. She didn't ask about that, but I'm gonna watch and react to this interview that was given. Stop the show. Stop the show. Let's take a look over at the girl whose StreamYard name is Living Like Crazy. She on here. She ain't got no clothes on. She ain't got dressed. Probably ain't took a shower. Probably ain't brushed her teeth. She not working. She over there midday in a nightgown, hugged up with a Hello Kitty. We're gonna break down the archetype of these women because I came across a number. Oh, there's no sound. There's no sound. They're saying there's no sound. Hold on. They're saying there's no sound. Let's see. Let's go to stop share. Let's go to present share screen. Entire screen. Share audio. Okay, there should be sound now. I guess I go ahead and back it up a little bit and replay it.
Everybody has been going nuts.
Let me know if you can hear it. That's right, Sister George. Everybody's going nuts, no pun intended.
And so I was like, I got some questions myself. And you know what? No better way to hear it than from the horse's mouth. And I'm like, let's do it. And so I guess I'll start off and ask you, um, well, how have you been since ARC's passing? Like,
You see this is the thing that these women are gonna do. They're gonna uphold each other in their fuckery. The manosphere has broke this down. We got a girl on OnlyFans. Everybody wants to know the pressing issue. Why is she on OnlyFans? But we gotta talk about, how you been since the passing of ARC. Rest in peace to the late great Alan Roger Currie, who I coined the greatest dating coach, not only in the manosphere, but maybe even all time. So let's listen to how she's been coping since the death of ARC.
how have you been? How have you been doing?
Um, I have a really big support system with my family. And so we just been getting through it, honestly. ARC passing away was the hardest thing I ever been through in my life.
Really?
And yes, absolutely. And yeah, it's been 3 years, but honestly, we're still grieving, still getting through it. It happened so suddenly. And
Really?
yes, it happened very suddenly. And so yeah, we just been trying to build our life back to just get back to some normalcy.
Gotcha.
But of
How did
course
you
it was
guys meet?
well, my dad used to listen to a lot of like the V1 type of content.
Mm-hmm.
Sonetta, Brother Polite, uh I don't
Stop the show. Stop the show. See, that's the problem with Negroes, man. They always listening to the wrong people. So I told this about the community time for a long time. They always listening to the wrong people. Bear with me because my battery to my light died, so I gotta change the battery so we can get my lighting situation right, so I can at least see. But these Negroes is listening to the B1 Network. Saw Netter and Brother Polite. That's right. These are the leaders of the community. Oh, I'm not gonna get no light. What? You not charged neither? I'm not getting no light. Okay, I guess I gotta do the show like this then. That we listened to Brother Polite. See, for five years ago, Brother Polite was big shit. All of a sudden, 7 years later, Brother Polite is serving what 20 years to life, hoping to get parole for doing crimes with an underage girl. Boy, having times changed, man. And this is her dad. This is an elder who's taking direction from people like Brother Polite and Sonetter, and we trying to figure out why the community hasn't been able to move the needle. This is why.
I don't know if you ever seen the content, but they used to be out in the
absolutely.
street and arguing, debating politics and religion.
Was your dad like a
Like,
Israelite, a black Israelite?
yes, he was.
What?
Yeah, so how does the daughter of a black Israelite, we got Ben Garcia says candlelight, that's pretty funny. How does the daughter of an Israelite end up on OnlyFans?
Now that was I didn't know that. I didn't know that at all.
Yeah.
Wow.
And he used to watch all that kind of content, and I was really close with my dad. So whenever I would go over to his house, he would have that on in the background.
Mm-hmm.
And so I just fell in love with the content. I really love to what is this? I really love to watch the men debate each other about religion and just the difference of opinion. It was so interesting to me. And so as I started watching that type of content, I got into the Manosphere algorithm.
Mm-hmm.
And that's how I stumbled upon ARC's videos. And I just fell in love with him. Like I was crushing on him. I was like,
yeah, stop the show. Yeah. You see, a lot of you Negroes in the manosphere, you was able to crack the code. I know what you Negroes is doing. I know what you Negroes is doing. You guys create you a YouTube channel. You start talking that shit. You start talking that shit, and unbeknownst to you, some of these hotties start crushing on you. I know exactly how the game works.
watch his videos every day. And yeah, for a while I was just in the clouds, like crushing on him.
Who shot? Did you shoot your shot at him first?
I did.
What?
Yes. He used to have this service where he would train women to be submissives, and I really wanted to talk to him, so I signed up for one of his what's it called, consultations. And that is how we met.
The consultation. We got a $5 PayPal from Truth Only. Thanks for supporting on the PayPal. But with these Negroes in the consultations, now I understand why they really wasn't trying to give consultations to you black men out there. They was really trying to give consultations to these women. You know, we seen all these dating coaches, Kevin Samuels, you know, somebody who was originally for, you know, the fashion of men, the building up of black men, and then all of a sudden, instead of giving consultations to men, he preferred giving consultations to these women. Now the game is getting exposed. Now the game is getting exposed. Now we know why the Anton Daniels don't want to talk to you Negroes, why he don't want to hire men, why only people he want to hire is black women. This is it right here, because these women is out here crushing, they dropping money, they making moves, they trying to get bust down, they trying to get wiped up, have your kids and all of that right here. Now it all makes sense why the space fell apart over the last 7 to 10 years.
What? So you signed up for a full consultation, sis?
I did. I was like, I'm gonna talk to this man.
So were you in the lifestyle, so to speak? Were you into BDSM prior? Okay, and were you a sub or are you a dominant?
I'm definitely a sub.
Okay.
During the time when
we got another one in the lifestyle of BDSM, claim that they a sub. How you end up a sub? How you end up in the lifestyle? That's what I want to know. I mean, a dog, somebody who had a, you know, an active father who was a Hebrew Israelite, whatever they may call B1, listen to Saul Natter and Brother Polite. How did they daughter end up in that lifestyle? That's something I want to know.
I met Alan, I was still researching BDSM, and I was really interested in it. And when I found out about him, he was the first black dom that I had ever seen before. I had seen doms before, but I had never met a black man who was a dom, and that's what really made me interested in getting to know ARC. I wanted to be his sub. And
was he okay? So hold on a second. How long had you been in a lifestyle prior to coming across him? Or
not long, maybe a year.
That's the problem I got with these meetups. They claim to be in the lifestyle. They claim to have all this knowledge about the lifestyle. Then you ask them how long they've been in the lifestyle. All of a sudden they just got in the lifestyle. That don't make sense to me. They talk about they online, they doing research of the lifestyle, but you only been in the lifestyle for 5 minutes.
Okay, and then were your dealings mostly with white men as a sub, or did you play other roles? How did that go?
No, I had never really had a real dominant before. It was only like internet stuff.
Okay.
Okay. She was in here playing in these chat rooms, huh? You was playing in these chat rooms.
Yeah.
Okay. So you get the consultation. You talking to ARC. How did that first conversation go? Did he was he on his verbal seduction shit even then? Because girl, we know our ARC child.
Yes, he was. And I was so nervous to talk to him. I was so nervous. My heart was beating so fast. And ARC was so professional.
Really?
Like, yes. I got on that phone and it was strictly business. Like he was there. He was there to train me to be a submissive. And that was
girl,
it.
what was the training like? Like give me an example of what he like, what would that be like? Like give me an example of that.
So he would just start talking to you like normal. And he would just give like subtle commands. Like he might tell you to start playing with yourself.
Oh, shit! I thought you was gonna be like. All I can think about is like Eddie Murphy. You remember Coming to America, and the lady was like, he told the lady to bark like a dog. I'm thinking you getting ready to talk about something like that. No, he had you barking, girl.
He might ask you to bark like a dog.
Stop the show. Stop the show. See, so I believe somebody put in the comment section, this is the life that Obsidian wanted. You got ARC making money doing consultations, got women playing with JJ and barking like a dog. Simply you says, I knew it. ARC, you used that mold one. That's called that direct verbal game. He laid that direct verbal game on.
But yeah.
No, girl. So you tell me that wasn't the very first conversation, or maybe it was. Oh shit!
It was the very first conversation.
Got him off the rip playing with that pussy.
And then at the end of the conversation, he's very professional. He asked me, so who am I training you for? Who am I getting you ready for? Is this for your husband, your boyfriend? And I just shot my shot. I was like, I want to be trained for you.
Hey. Cold world out here. And a lot of you Negroes out there. You out there simping, you whining and dining, you spending money on dates. You sent them, you in the DMs, typing out these long, drawn out messages, and ARC selling consultations. Got these women playing with themselves, barking like a dog, and he's scooping them up just like that. It's a cold game. I'm going to show you BMs how cold the game is. You're going to learn to stop taking these women to Ruth Chris. You're going to learn to stop going out on these expensive dinner dates. You're going to learn how the game really goes.
Okay, let me ask you a question. ARC has always presented himself as a ladies' man. He would say that, women would be throwing themselves at him. Baby, you know how I go, right?
Yes.
When you shot his shot, did he go right off? Like, how did that go?
He was just like, oh, okay. he wasn't like, oh yeah, I expected you to say that. He was like, oh, okay. As if he figured I was just another one of his clients. And but after I said that, he started putting me to the test. He was like, okay, you want to be my sub?
What?
Wow. He would he gave me books to read, movies to watch, and he also would come up with these quizzes like on
hold on, honey. Hold on. ARC then took you through a college course.
Yes, ma'am.
This is nasty work, because I've seen many a man in the manosphere could not lead a woman, couldn't get a woman to cook, clean, make money for themselves, couldn't get these women to do nothing. And ARC giving this beat up books to read, movies to watch, even have them doing quizzes and tests on how to be a sub, and she done followed every direction.
Cause he was trying to make sure I was serious.
So, like, what books did you have to read? This is so new to me. I did not know this.
He had me read a book. I don't remember what it was called, but it was about being a submissive.
Mm-hmm.
He was trying to make sure I understood what I was asking for. Like,
And
do
did
you understand what a submissive is?
yeah.
Hmm.
And
And
you was like, "Yep, I'm still going."
absolutely,
Wow.
I want it.
Well, okay. Y'all go through. You're going through the courses. You're going through the quizzes. How often were the quizzes?
um, Maybe once a month, and it was always to make sure I understood what what was happening, like what he was teaching me about
Uh-huh.
being a submissive. It was like I was in submissive school.
This is, you know what? I shouldn't be shocked. You know, he's an author and he spoke at a lot of conferences and stuff, you know. Um, wow. I'm just I'm low key shocked that it was that extensive. So
Absolutely.
how long before you guys decided to be in a relationship, or how did that go?
Um, when I asked to be his submissive, um, I went through the training. Maybe it took about 2 or 3 months, and he made me his submissive. And in BDSM, that is a type of relationship, a dom and a sub.
Mm-hmm.
And yeah, so it was about 3 months, and he made me his sub officially.
Okay. So when you became his sub, did you guys meet right off? How long did it take you guys to meet? And I know you guys didn't have like a normal quote unquote courting phase, so to speak, or I don't know. Like how like what was that transition like from okay, I'm your sub now to we're in a relationship to, you guys meeting? How'd that go?
Well, we were in a relationship when I became his sub, and I was his sub for maybe 3 months. And then we decided to take our relationship to the next level, and I became his slave. And in BDSM,
Stop this. Stop the show. We got beat ups out here going back to the plantation and being slaves now. Let's go. Hey, baby. They went from sub to slave now. Let's go.
that is just like being married. Like it's super serious. Um,
Yeah.
yeah, because it's an agreement, and your master, he has complete control. And
Wow.
yeah, so yeah, that's how it was.
So y'all met up. How was that first meetup?
When we first met, Alan, I was living in Atlanta at the time. So Alan flew to me, and it was wonderful. It was crazy. I was shocked that I was even meeting him. To me, he
Wow.
was like a celebrity, and the fact that I was even meeting him was amazing to me. And so he would come down to visit me, and I went up to visit him. and we did that for about a year, and
Mhm.
then I moved in with him.
Mm. How did that
And
go?
it was great. He was kind of nervous because he told me that he had never really lived seriously with a woman before, because he never really met a woman that he could deal with every single day.
Yeah, because y'all women can't follow directions, and you became a slave. So he had no choice. He had no choice but to get that in house. That's what's going on here. And shout out to ARC.
According
Mhm.
to him. And so yeah, he was a little bit nervous, but we ended up getting along great.
Was that the first man that you've ever lived with?
Yes.
Okay. Okay. How
Yes.
did your parents, so you guys have y'all had like a huge age difference, right? Um what did your parents feel about the age difference?
My parents, at first they were suspicious. They didn't know ARC and they didn't know of him. And they basically were like, who is this older man trying to take advantage of my daughter or my niece?
Right.
So that was their reaction initially. But eventually they did meet him, and
Wait a minute. All I want to know is when your parents met ARC, did you tell him about ARC, that he's a dating coach, that he writes books, that he talking about direct verbal games, you talking about all the women that ARC was busting down, or did you kind of put his YouTube stuff on the back burner and try to, finagle your way into a somewhat normal relationship? That's all I want to know.
everybody loved ARC. He came to the
Wow.
family gatherings, Thanksgiving, Christmas. Everybody loved him.
Okay. So, how long did it take him to propose, uh, or did he propose? Like, how did that end up? How did you guys end up getting married, so to speak? Like what led y'all there? Because if you shot your shot, I don't know, and I hope you ain't proposed, but maybe I don't know. If you was comfortable enough, you may have. I don't know. I have to ask.
I definitely did not propose.
Okay. Okay.
Um,
Okay. I think there was a collective sigh of relief in the chat from the ladies. I got y'all back.
we were getting ready to do a family trip down to Mississippi to see some of my family. And we were sitting on the couch watching a movie one night, and ARC told me, because I was with child at the time.
Oh.
Yes, and ARC told me I was about 12 weeks. And
Stop the show. Stop the show. You see, you black folks, you still doing it wrong. You still doing it wrong. You supposed to marry before you carry. She's already carrying and she ain't been married yet. So you Negroes are still doing it wrong. But go ahead and tell us what our man ARC said.
he told me, just because you're pregnant, when we go down here, your dad and your mom are not going to intimidate me to try to marry you.
ARC was prepared to make a single mother out here. That's what people didn't recognize during this interview. ARC was prepared to leave this woman as a single mother.
I make my own decision.
Oh no, he didn't.
He did. And I was like, okay. And so we went down to Mississippi and spent time with my family. And we went out to lunch, and he proposed to me at lunch.
What?
I wasn't expecting it at all. We was just sitting there eating, and he was like, "You know what?" And he proposed.
Okay, so it appears that though, I'm still learning the game. I'm still learning the game because I had me one of these exact situations. And when I drop the panel, y'all could come, y'all could ask GMT about it, and I could drop some jewels on your head. But I was in this exact same situation when ARC told her, don't think your parents are gonna pressure or intimidate you into marrying you. It seems that this person didn't break structure. She stayed in her slave submissive role and didn't cause a fuss about it. Meaning she didn't change after she had the kid, because we know when these B-dubs get pregnant and things don't go their way, they start talking about my kid, child support, and all that other stuff. But she stayed in her role. I'm pretty sure parents probably didn't say nothing, and that gave ARC the okay to go ahead and propose. Okay, I see it.
Close to me right there in the restaurant.
Were your parents there and everything?
No,
Just you and
it was
him?
not there. Yes.
Oh, wow. Do you think did he ask for your father's hand in marriage and stuff like that? Or he was like, ARC's, I ain't got to ask him shit. You know how ARC was. Did he ask your father for your hand?
He did not ask my father for my hand, but he did tell my father that I was with child.
Okay.
Because when we came down, nobody knew that I was pregnant. It was still really early.
Right.
And so when he met my dad in person, and he was like, just to let you know, your daughter's pregnant.
How did
that's not exactly what he said.
Wait a minute, because you told us your dad was B1, your dad listened to Brother Polite, Sonatter, and the whole conscious community. How did your dad take so well that his daughter was pregnant by a guy who's 30 years older and they haven't been married yet?
Yeah, but yeah, basically.
Girl, what exactly did he say? Because we know ARC is raw. What did he say, girl?
I can't even remember, but he was mode 1. He was like, yeah, your daughter is with child right now.
Okay. When you initially found out that you were pregnant, was he excited that you were with child and everything?
Yes. We both were excited. When we started getting serious, we both knew that we wanted a family. And so that was something that was important to both of us. And yeah, we both were super excited when I found out.
How did your parents take the news?
They were excited too.
Okay, good.
Yeah.
And then that's the failure of the conscious community. And that's why the Black community has fallen off as a point, because when shit is done out of order, not only do they not check it, not only do they not have a problem with it, but they will celebrate it. And they celebrated a woman carrying before she was even married. Let's go.
Yeah, I feel like grandparents, well, most of the time, grandparents are always excited when they know that there's a grandchild coming.
So y'all met, he met your parents. How was it when you met his family? Were they accepting of you right off?
Yes. ARC's parents are deceased. So he doesn't really have a big family. His brother, sister-in-law, and he has like older aunts and uncles.
Mm-hmm.
I met all of them, and yeah, they were accepting. They were happy for us.
Oh, good stuff.
Mm-hmm.
Good stuff. So you come into the manosphere space. You say you see ARC doing his thing. Um, what was that like? Navigating everything. Were you guys in an open relationship, a polyamorous relationship, or anything?
Yes.
Okay.
So we were in a polyamorous marriage. And basically AR
Oh, a polyamorous. Hold on. First of all, Sister George. First of all, Sister George, you done skipped over the whole marriage. Where was the marriage ceremony? What kind of marriage did he throw for you? Who attended the marriage? We didn't get none of that. We didn't get none of that. But here we are. We gotta talk about a polyamorous marriage. Oh, an open marriage. Let's go.
see he wanted open communication. If there was
Mm-hmm.
ever a time where um I felt a certain type of way, um maybe attraction to someone else, or someone I thought was good looking, he never wanted me to keep that to myself. He always wanted me to be open with him and just tell him everything.
Stop the show. Well, since we're in I got my phone right here. It says a polyamorous marriage is a family structure where a married couple mutually agrees to open their relationship to other romantic and sexual partners with the consent of all involved. It's a form of ethical non-monogamy where all parties are aware of and consent to. Well, that begs the question, Sister George, that you shouldn't have asked. Did Alan Roger Curry introduce other people into this polyamorous marriage, or did our girl Jameelah Currie, did she introduce anybody into these polyamorous marriage?
And he wasn't judgmental. He he allowed me to be myself and be open with him, and he loved me for me.
Mm, I love that for you, though. I really do. Um, did you guys, excuse me, did you guys take on any other wives or girlfriends or anything like that?
No, we weren't married for long. When ARC passed away, we were still newlyweds. And
Okay.
so uh we didn't get an opportunity to really we didn't get an opportunity to do any of those things.
Oh. Oh, honey, I'm so sorry.
It's
I am so
okay.
sorry. Whew. Um, shout out.
Oh, what? Negroes is up here crying because they didn't bring other sexual partners into their marriage. Because man, y'all Negroes is on the whole different frequency than the Grandmaster Troll. We got man in tomorrow. We got man in tomorrow dropping $100. I'm gonna have to call out man in tomorrow. I probably have to do a separate video on my man tomorrow because I don't see how the man of tomorrow is dropping bread on what he calls uncultured women. He done spent the better part of the last 7 years talking about don't give money to 304s, don't give money to Onlyfans. And then when we have a live stream in which the proceeds is being given to the OnlyFans girl, we drop $100 on the OnlyFans girl. You gotta explain that to me, man, tomorrow.
To MOT. Thank you so much for the super chat. And also shout out to Queen Sunkiss. Thank you so much for the super chat. And Champa Supreme. Guys, keep in mind that all proceeds will go to Miss Jameelah over here. So if you would be kind and donate. So we take care of her. Okay.
Man, did you see how they ran game? See how they ran that game on them, Frank? You see how they ran that game on them, Reed Jones? They hit you with an emotional moment where the girl almost break down and cry. Sister George deviates, reads the super chat, then says all proceeds are going to help the damsel in distress out, and y'all Negroes donated. You see how you fall for the okie doke? That was that was a veteran move, Sister George, and I gotta give you a salute for that one right there. The way you done trick these Negroes out of their money.
So, and I guess I guess it's no time like the present. So you said it was unexpected when he passed. He wasn't sick or anything, or it was like it's like it's a very hard conversation, especially to have live on air. And like I said, if it gets to be too much, you can definitely tell me to stop, or you're not ready to talk about that yet, and I'll definitely move on. But what happened like when he passed away? Like what happened that day?
It was in the morning, the morning of November 28th. And the morning started like any other morning. ARC woke up really early, like at the butt crack of dawn. He woke up at like 5 a.m. And so he was up moving around, and I was still in the bed with the baby. And I got up, and he was getting ready to go into his office and start working. I think he was getting ready to do a video, and he was looking for his little black earring that he used to wear.
Mm-hmm.
And I started helping him look for his earring, and he went back into his office looking for it. And he came out of his office, and he was clutching his chest, and he had asked me to take him to the hospital. And I knew that there was something wrong because he didn't like the doctor. He did not like the doctor. He did not want to go. He did not want to go to the hospital ever.
And that's why you black men, that's why you gotta go to the doctors, get your checkup so they could monitor your blood pressure, your heart rate, because if something is off whack, they could give you some medication. If you at risk for a heart attack, they can even put a defibrillator in your home. So in that moment when you have that massive heart attack, you have your medication, you have a defibrillator, and you have a plan. But when you don't go to the doctor, you don't have a plan. And when you get that heart attack, what's the big one, the massive one is coming, and that Grim Reaper show up out your door, and you ain't got the tools to fight off that Grim Reaper. This is what ended up happening to you, black man.
And the fact that he was asking me to take him there, I knew there was something very wrong.
Oh my gosh.
And yeah, so we had the baby and everything, and I decided to call 911 and instead of trying to get the baby in the car and everything. And as I'm on the phone with 911, he collapsed on the floor.
Oh my gosh.
Stop the show, man. That's another question you black men gotta ask yourself, because you are at a high rate for heart disease. When you do get that massive heart attack, who's gonna be there to help you? Do they have any medical knowledge? Can they give you life-saving procedures, or is the only thing they could do for you is dial 911 and hold your hand as you collapse and take your last breath? We've seen it what happened to Kevin Samuels when he had his heart attack. And now we hearing it with our good brother ARC right here. So you gotta be prepared for when the big one comes, because there's a chance, there's a small chance you could fight off that Grim Reaper. But a lot of you Negroes is unprepared, and that Grim Reaper is close to damn near undefeated when he's coming to take your life.
And he was gone, and by the time they came, he was gone, and they worked on him for about like 20 minutes at our house, and me and the baby just stood there and watched. And then they took him away, and I had to go to the hospital for them to tell me that he had passed.
Mm. I'm so sorry. Like, I am so sorry. You know, it's like y'all met, y'all fell in love, and you guys started off. It seems like you guys had an incredible start to a marriage. You know what I'm saying? And then it's like the person being taken away from you just like that. Was his community of people really supportive of you when it happened?
Yes. His brother was the first one I called, and his brother, my brother-in-law, and my sister-in-law, they've been so supportive. They've been there for me and Kaden since the first day, since it happened. Also, my family has been a big support system for us. So yeah, we have a lot of support, a lot of family.
So a lot of people wondered, we noticed that you had started a GoFundMe, and a lot of people wondered, why did you have to go, start the GoFundMe? Did he have insurance and stuff like that, or what happened with that?
He did have life insurance. It wasn't a whole lot. It wasn't like $1 million policy or anything like that. We used the proceeds from his policy to pay for his services. We wanted to make sure that he was laid to rest in a nice way, and so most of those proceeds went to paying for his services. As far as the GoFundMe is concerned, I was a housewife before ARC passed, and he was in charge of all of our finances. And so when he first passed away, we needed money for emergency until I figured out everything, like where the money was and everything like that, account numbers.
Right.
I didn't know any of that.
You see, and this is why them B-dubs is skeptical of you high value Negroes who want these housewives, because if something happened to you, you don't even tell your wife the account numbers, the PIN numbers, the passwords, where the money is stashed, where the policy is at, what to do, who to call, who's the insurance agent, who's the insurance company. So now they got to come and do a GoFundMe and use that money to try and float until they're able to find the paperwork, where it's at, how to get the money, and then wait for the transfer of the money. So that's why they ran that GoFundMe. Now it's starting to make sense.
ARC handled all of that.
Mm-hmm.
So that's why we started the GoFundMe.
Got you. Okay. Fast forward. How have things been it's been a couple of years, right?
Mhm.
How have things been within these last 2 years? You went from married to now a widow and having to raise your baby somewhat alone, somewhat
Yeah,
alone. How has that been for you?
it's been absolutely crazy.
Really?
Absolutely crazy. When that day when ARC died, my son was 2 and he had just turned 2 in September and ARC died in November. So I did terrible 2s all by myself.
Girl,
I know you know.
girl, the twos didn't do it. I was prepared for the twos. The threes like to have taken me completely out. I don't think people talk about the threes. The twos, I think we're kind of you get the twos. The threes, honey.
See, I didn't even know about the 3s. That came as a surprise to me. I
That was
thought after 2, this is over.
yeah.
So yes, I did potty training with my son, getting him enrolled in preschool, all of that, by myself. I became a single mother that day, and it's just been so crazy. It's been really crazy.
Had you ever considered moving back to Mississippi, or you know, because I or are you back in Mississippi now?
Yes.
Okay, okay,
Yes. We live
okay.
in Mississippi, and actually ARC passed here.
What?
Because we moved.
You guys moved to the SIP and ain't nobody told me nothing.
I thought you
Hold on. When you guys moved to Mississippi, did ARC buy a house? Did y'all rent? I mean, we just trying to figure out how much of a bag you got, because I hear people like Nate. He said in the chat they want money and resources. That's what all they good for. We got Ban Garcia talking about she looking for her next manosphere victim. I just gotta ask it. Did our man ARC, did he buy a house out there in Mississippi? You live in fat off the land, house, insurance policy, GoFundMe money, royalties. Are you up there living large? That's just something we want to know.
know.
No, girl, I didn't know that. Hell, I would have came for a visit if I knew y'all was gonna be. You know, I'm from Mississippi too.
I know.
Yeah, what part of Mississippi are you from?
I'm from Jackson, and I have
Girl,
connections.
not a Jacktown Jew.
Yes, ma'am.
I love it.
And my mom is from Madison, so I have connections to Madison too.
I did not know that. I did not know
Yes.
that. Girl, when we get off this thing, we have to talk about girl. I did not know that. Okay. Yeah, I'll definitely we definitely got some things to talk about offline.
Yeah, like I need to know who your people is.
I'll be honest, so most of my family is from the Delta.
Okay.
I don't really have any biological family, at least that I know of, in Jackson. Like, actually my sister's in Jackson. I lie. My sister, because she hasn't been in Jackson a long time.
Okay.
Her family is from West Point, Mississippi. So she just moved to Jackson not too long ago. But we'll talk about it, child.
Okay.
Okay, girl. So you know my audience is here for the bullshit.
Oh, before you get to the bullshit, Sis George, you didn't ask about her date life. You didn't ask she's back after dating and she's trying to find a husband. And she's trying to find another stepdad to step in and take the place of ARC. You didn't ask that, but let's go ahead and get right to the confrontation. Let's go. This is why everybody's here.
Yes, I'm ready.
Let's get it. Girl. So I'm gonna tell you how it came to me.
Okay.
I'm like, la 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 la. I'm working. And my phone is blowing up. And they're like, ARC's wife is on OnlyFans. Oh no. So I'm like, what?
You see that when these girls get on OnlyFans, it's a game to them. It's funny. They up there laughing. They were just crying, doing all this boo ha, not just 5 minutes ago. Now they done moved on to OnlyFans. They up there laughing, they joking, they having a good time on OnlyFans. Let's go.
She's on OnlyFans. Ah. And I'm like, no, not. I was like, not only Jameelah,
Not
girl,
Mrs. Curry. Oh no.
Mrs. Girl, tell us.
They will use your last name and then jump on OnlyFans. Let's go.
What's going on, child? How did the OnlyFans situation start? Let us tell us the whole. Don't leave out a single detail, honey. I'm taking note. I got my big old.
I'm trying to figure out how does a female who just wake up one day and say, I should start an OnlyFans account? When did you see all these other women start OnlyFans account? They're making all this. I mean, what makes somebody say, I want to start an OnlyFans account?
Big ass notebook, honey.
There's really not much notes to take. You guys, I'm a widow and I'm a mom to a toddler. All my day and night and every week and every waking hour is spent being a mother. And I needed an outlet. I'm just gonna be honest with you.
Wait a minute. So you out there, you're supposed to be raising the son, teaching them how to read and write. You're a mother all day, taking them to school, making breakfast, lunch, and dinner. And then you just figure, I need an outlet. I'm gonna go to OnlyFans. I think an OnlyFans would be a good place for me.
I don't have my husband here anymore. I don't really participate in any type of adult activities. I'm just mommy.
Stop the show. This is what I've been trying to tell you dudes in the manosphere. This is what I've been trying to tell you dudes in the manosphere. I'm gonna ask the question. I'm gonna ask you the question again. The question I'm gonna ask you dudes. Do you know what a fem cell is? Because a lot of you Negroes, you don't know what a fem cell is. But if you knew what a fem cell is and was, and why you out there approaching these women, you would know exactly what to do and how to do it, because these fem cells are ready to get down and dirty, but you Negroes won't approach them. So now they on OnlyFans busting it wide open.
And so it started as like just an outlet for me.
How is OnlyFans an outlet? And I've been to your OnlyFans. You got 2 pictures and 1 video. What are you talking about? An outlet?
Yeah, and I had been on there for a little while before I made it public. I wasn't sure whether I wanted to make it public or not, because I wasn't sure what the reaction was gonna be.
See, stop. See, these Negroes is out here lying. This is where Sister George fumbled the interview. Because if you have an OnlyFans and you've been active, and then when you make your OnlyFans public and you only have 2 pictures in a video, we gotta ask, Sister George, you're supposed to ask, how many videos have you made? Did you publicize all your videos? What kind of content you putting up on OnlyFans? Is you showing feet pics? Is you busting it wide open? Are you collaborating with other people? I mean, tell us what you doing on OnlyFans.
Okay.
I know that OnlyFans the site is very provocative, and so I knew that there would probably be some pushback that I was on there, but I definitely didn't expect all of this. I am so surprised by all of this.
Let me ask you, because when you went public,
Man, you just thought you was gonna walk on OnlyFans, play with your kitty cat, and nobody was gonna say nothing about it?
did you gain how many supporters did you gain when you went public with everything?
Not very many.
What?
There's maybe 5 or 6 people on there.
That's it for right now?
For real. It's only been up for it's only been public for about a week, but yeah, there's not like a million people on there.
Not your child. Now, I would be lying if I say these raggedy ass dudes did not send me screenshots and this, that, and the third. I would be lying if I said that.
Oh,
And-
what?
Honey, you know what? I'm just saying. How do I ask this in a tasteful way? Okay.
You don't gotta
This is mode one. You ain't gotta duck and hide around the bush and be. You don't have to duck and hide behind a bush and try to be political correct. This is mode one out here. This is mode one.
You don't gotta be tasteful. Just ask.
Girl, are you gonna show like the rest of it? Like what you gonna show?
You see, Sister George, are you gonna show the rest? So that means you seen the pictures, you seen the video, but you didn't ask about the video. I'm disappointed you didn't ask about that masturbation video.
Oh, what you not gonna show? Is there like a limit to everything, or are you gonna? Because now I'm gonna tell you what they said. I'm not saying this because I feel like I'm Switzerland in all of this, but they saying like it's giving grandma. They saying you gonna. That's what they said. That's what they said.
Now Negroes is gonna be over there and act so offended. First you was crying because ARC died and you was trying to play on people's heartstrings. Then when we was talking about your OnlyFans, you thought it was a joke. Now it's funny. And now people saying you look like grandma on OnlyFans. And now you want to act all shocked and offended when your OnlyFans was so dry. I was able to put not only the pictures, but show the video of you playing with the Kit Kat, put it on YouTube. YouTube not only didn't flag it, they monetized the video. But now you're going to act all shocked that people are disappointed and they weren't satisfied with the content of the OnlyFans.
Oh, not
They said it was giving grandma. I'm asking.
Y'all ain't right.
I'm saying, not me. This is what they said. What you gonna do, girl?
Damn. I mean, it's definitely gonna be only me on there. I don't plan on having any co-stars or anything like that.
Okay.
Yeah, I really like dressing up in my lingerie. Yeah, that's it. I just
You ain't gonna do nothing but some lingerie.
maybe, or maybe some bikini pictures.
Wait a minute. Do I gotta pull up the OnlyFans page again? Do I gotta pull up the OnlyFans page again? Because this is ridiculous. This is ridiculous right here for these people to come on here and just talk about I'm only gonna put up lingerie videos when we go to your content right here. when we go to your content right here, Jameelah, this is what you got. You got some lingerie with the booty pictures. The picture's so clean, I can use it for a thumbnail. You got this picture right here. You got this picture right here. Hold on. What the hell is going on? What the hell is going on? What the hell is going on? There we go. You got the picture right there, which is your YouTube profile pic. You got this video right here. You got this video of you right here playing with yourself, and here you are on this live stream telling us that you only gonna put up lingerie and bikini pictures, which ain't true because you got a whole video of yourself playing with yourself.
You ain't gonna be busting it wide open or anything, cause
I don't know.
they say that's where the money at. At least that's what I heard. They say that's where the money at, honey.
Now, does that look like somebody who not gonna bust it wide open? Does that look like somebody who's not gonna show us the breastises and the feet pictures and the pubic hairs and the booty hole and the vajayjay? Does that look like a person who ain't gonna show us nothing? Does that look like a person that ain't gonna show us nothing? That looks like a person who is gonna show us something.
Oh God. That's a lot. Yeah, that is a lot. Busting it wide open, I'm not sure. Is that why it's giving grandma? Because I'm not busting it wide open?
Yes, ma'am.
Oh.
And I'm gonna call you ma'am because they said it was giving grandma. So I'm gonna start calling you ma'am.
Oh.
Well, let me tell you, the brothers was disappointed in that OnlyFans page, and for them to be paying $17 a month for 2 clean videos and a masturbation video, that is ridiculous.
Well, I appreciate the respect.
I'm just saying. Well, I don't know because I ain't never had one, so I really wouldn't know what to tell you to do. But our good sis Bomb Cherry is up in the building, and Bomb said, "Girl, if you need some tips and some tricks, hit her
I need
up.
some tricks.
Honey, we want you to be successful at whatever it is that you decide to do."
Dang. You see how dirty the game is. You see how they uphold each other in their own fuckery. We got a married woman who's now widowed, supposed to be raising the kid. Instead of telling that woman to do something constructive, they are literally giving her advice on how to bust it wide open on OnlyFans by giving her tips and tricks to do, how to hold the camera, what to show, who to invite on, how to make the OnlyFans page get popping. You see how the B-Dub upholds each other and they fuckery right here. You cannot make this up. You can't make this up.
And some tricks. Hit her
I need
up.
some tricks.
Honey, we want you to be successful at whatever it is that you decide to do. And I don't feel like 5 subs is gonna cut it. Like shit, you can go get a job for 5 subs. Shit.
You're right.
I'm just saying. Okay.
That was so funny.
What am I trying to ask you? Okay. How do you think that how do you think he would have felt about you doing OnlyFans?
Honestly,
How would you feel about your husband of you doing OnlyFans? Because when ARC was here, She wasn't on OnlyFans. There was no talk of OnlyFans. There was no talk about busting it wide open, videotaping, showing up. There was no talk of doing anything on OnlyFans.
I don't think ARC would have had a problem with it.
Wait a minute. I thought you was a submissive. I thought you was a slave. But now all of a sudden, ARC wouldn't have had a problem with you being on OnlyFans. You want us to believe that?
We didn't have a traditional marriage. And within our marriage, there have been times where ARC shared pictures of me on his Patreon page, and we were on a site called FetLife, and we would also share pictures on there.
Stop the show. I don't know about y'all. I don't know about y'all Negroes. I haven't seen not one provocative picture of ARC's wife on a Patreon, on a YouTube, but now they're trying to throw Fet Life. Let me see Fet Life. What is Fet Life? Now these Negroes is up here talking about Fet Life. Okay, FetLife is the world's largest and most popular social network for the BDSM community, kink community, and fetish community. Okay, let's click on the website. You could join MetLife, see what they got on here. What they got on here. You could explore and learn with 187,000 groups. FetLife is the best place to explore your kinks and sexuality. You can find local events, 27,000 upcoming events. You can find local and virtual workshops, munches, and play parties near you. Not a meat market. FetLife is not a dating site, which makes it the best place to meet new friends, play partners, and life partners. Beautifully diverse. We celebrate our diversity and our uniqueness. There is no, let me see if I can show you guys this real quick. Let me see if I can show you guys this real quick. Where that FetLife at? Privacy first. We do not sell or share your data, and on deletion of your account, we permanently delete everything by kinksters for kinksters. We are not a faceless corporation. We are kinksters just like you who need a place to call home. It's 99. Oh, for all you broke, dusty motherfuckers out here, it's 99.9% free. We don't get in the way of you interacting with people and having fun. People can support us for nice to have features. Be your authentic self. Unlike other places on the internet, on FetLife, you can be your complete authentic self. So that's what these Negroes is. She gonna throw this FetLife on us. I never knew RC to be on FetLife. I never heard him mention FetLife, but maybe I'm wrong. I didn't watch all of ARC's videos, but let's go ahead.
Okay.
So
would y'all be sharing pictures of just you or you and him? And were y'all in the nude? Like, what was the situation?
It was mostly just pictures of me. He might share like a picture of my ass or something.
Okay.
Yeah, we were just that couple.
Now, was that ass naked, or was that ass clothed, or was that ass in a bikini, or was that ass in panties, or was that ass in spandex? I mean, that's a very follow-up question we gotta know, because she will make it seem like ARC was showing that naked ass. I don't believe ARC was putting his wife's naked ass out there on FetLife.
Like we didn't mind. We were a married couple, and yeah, we were kind of kinky, I guess. We did stuff like that. And it wasn't
so it wasn't vanilla. It wasn't given vanilla. It was giving
No,
chocolate. It was giving some
not
swirls. It
at
was giving
all.
sprinkles and shit.
We were not vanilla at all.
Oh,
So we got ARC and Jameelah putting some nudes out here, and Black Mansford didn't find it. I find that hard to believe.
And that's what
okay.
we wanted. Like when we
Yeah.
first got married, we didn't want a vanilla marriage. We both wanted to have our type of fun. I guess I know everybody doesn't agree that that's appropriate in a marriage, but it was our
Hmm.
marriage,
That's
and
right.
that's what we did.
Gotcha. Um, what were like career field wise? Did you do anything else outside of like when you got with ARC? What did you do career wise prior to that before becoming a housewife?
um, I was waitressing before I met ARC. I graduated college in I think it was 2016,
Uh huh.
and I had a hard time finding work. I
Stop the show. Where my man Gabe? Where Gabe? Man, we got these educated does the most educated people on the planet. Couldn't find work and had to become a waiter. You got your master's degree, you got your doctorate degree, and you got to become a waiter because you couldn't find a job. Tell us more.
I majored in art, so I was an artist. I wanted to work in museums,
Mm-hmm.
like in the vault, be the person who takes care of the items that are in the vault.
Like a is that a called like a curator or something? Hmm.
It's in some museums they call it a registrar.
Okay. Okay.
Mhm. So that's what I went to school for. But when I met our ARC, I was waitressing,
Mm-hmm.
and yeah, then he started training me to be his sub, and
Were you
then
allowed to work or like how did you guys decide on you being a housewife and stay at home mom?
he didn't want me to work. Um, when I first moved in with him, I had started looking for a job, and he was like, "Why are you looking for a job? You work for me."
Period. As he said, you mine. You don't work for no other leader.
So yeah,
Wow.
yeah.
Yeah. We got to keep that in house. In house. Salute to my man ARC.
It was
Wow.
fun. I was like a stay-at-home girlfriend, and then when we got married, I was a housewife, and I just did everything he needed me to do. He would be in his office a lot. He spent a lot of time working. That man's work
Hmm.
ethic was crazy. He would wake up at
Really?
5 a.m. and be in that office nearly all day. And
So did you cook like 3 meals a day or like how did that go? You did?
yes, that was my job. He was
Wow.
in his office. It was my job to get up, prepare his breakfast, bring it to him in his office, and then when it was lunchtime, prepare lunch, bring it to him, prepare dinner.
Yeah. My man ARC had it on lock. He got that in house cooking breakfast, cooking lunch, cooking dinner, doing laundry, bringing the food to him, and busting it down. While he was on YouTube talking shit to you niggas. Man, but boy, that boy ARC is cold blooded for that.
Bring it to him, and just handle anything that needs to be done around the house. Wash clothes, clean
Hmm.
up.
Did he
Yeah,
ever help you with the housework or anything?
no, not at all.
ARC ain't doing no housework, nigga.
Not at all. That was my job and my job only.
Were you like, okay, now I'm gonna say this as a woman that's never. I'm not gonna say I'm not submissive. I'm submissive, I guess, for enough for my own husband, right?
You see curling. You out there getting them hot dogs and a napkin. You need to step your game up like ARC and get Sister George in line.
Um, did you feel like you got fulfillment out of doing those things for him, like being in that role in its totality, or was it like, well, god damn, you could at least do, you know what I'm saying? I don't know, because I'd be like, shit. But I also work and he works, so that, you know, it's different. But yeah, like, what was, you didn't go through any like, well, damn, why don't you do something, you know?
No, I felt very fulfilled. ARC,
Okay.
he took care of everything, so I didn't mind, you know, washing the dishes, clean the bathroom, whatever it was that he needed me to do. That was my job. I was a housewife, and so the household was my job, and I took it very serious.
Yeah, I love that. I honestly love that. You never know how a conversation is gonna go, and like I told you, I was nervous as hell because I'm like, oh my, you know what I mean? Okay. Um, when you started the OnlyFans, so I guess it went public when you decided to post it on his Patreon. And like I said, our space has gone insane because everybody's like, oh my God, it's on the Patreon. And how could she do this to ARC? And
Dang, put the OnlyFans on ARC's Patreon page. God damn, just fucking up the legacy money.
you know, what would be your response to that? Like, why did you post it on his Patreon and his audience?
Um, I honestly didn't know where else to post it. I don't have.
Didn't know where else. I mean, Instagram, Facebook, YouTube, your own personal YouTube channel. I mean, Twitter. I mean, why ARCs? All these places you could post a link to your OnlyFans. You put it on ARC's Patreon page.
I'm an audience. And but I do want to say this. I agree with um the Patreon is not where that should be. I
Okay.
I since I have taken it down off of Patreon because I do agree that Patreon should be only for Alan's material, and that's it. And so since
Oh, did she take some accountability and say she made a mistake? Probably why she got married.
then I have taken the link down off of Patreon.
Well, we do have a question from our audience. Shout out to Gabe A. He said, why did she decide to advertise to ARC's legacy audience? What is her opinion of his audience? Thank you so much, Gabe A. We really appreciate it.
Thank you, Gabe A. As far as my opinion of ARC's audience, I love them. They have been so supportive this whole time.
Yeah, they stayed patrons of a Patreon page that probably don't put up any new content. They dropped $12,000 on your GoFundMe. I mean, she's in no position to get up here and talk trash about ARC's audience.
As far as me sharing the OnlyFans on his Patreon, I do regret that. I don't think that was the right place for it, honestly. But
Because the truth is, and this is what Sister George, and this is what Jameelah Currie don't want to admit, had just making that OnlyFans page and making it public was a mistake. That's probably why ain't no new OnlyFans content has been posted on that page because there's a mistake to have that OnlyFans page. You're not supposed to have an OnlyFans page. We got Jalen, the man on Earth, says boycott OnlyFans. I mean, you're not supposed to be on OnlyFans.
yeah, it was an impulsive decision that I made to post it there, and that wasn't the appropriate place for it.
Um, so a lot of people from ARC's audience felt like you could have done some different things, you know, like as far as keeping his legacy alive. I'm sure you're familiar with Kevin Samuels because they said Kevin stole, ARC would tell you Kevin stole some of his shit. I ain't gonna get into it. But a lot of time, like Kevin Samuel's channel was still very much alive. And he's still doing some numbers over there. Had you thought about like keeping ARC's channel alive and that part of his legacy alive and everything?
Definitely. Most of his videos are now on Patreon. Um, and that's what the family wanted.
Okay.
So
Hold on, child. When you say that's what the family wanted, and what well, explain that to me because I don't want to jump the gun and I definitely don't want to say anything crazy. So when you say that's what the family wanted, what do you mean by that? Yeah, girl.
I mean us as a
Okay.
family thought
Okay.
it would be a good idea to put his material on Patreon, and maybe that would cut down on people trying to steal his material. That was the logic behind it.
Okay. Um, did you ever think about starting your own sub classes all based off of the things that he taught you? Because that would definitely be like another avenue that you could go down and um some people would say that you were married to the greatest dating coach that has ever lived. People have really renowned him like that, and like not
Absolutely.
with that with any exaggeration of it. So have you ever thought about um starting your own section of that, like dating coaching or um sub school or something like that?
I haven't. But that's a really good idea. I like the sub school idea. As far as dating coaching, I'm not a dating coach. Um, yeah, ARC was like, he was my husband, but he was like my life coach, my mentor. And so I just feel like that's not me. I'm not a coach.
Have you been dating since y'all since he passed?
No, not really. It's just been incredibly lonely. Like widowhood is so lonely. I
So you didn't want to make no content. You didn't want to come to YouTube and be a YouTuber, but you decided to be an OnlyFans model. God damn. So I'm gonna drop the link because the interview is almost over. I'm gonna drop the link, see if people want to come up and speak their piece. But this is ridiculous right here. How you can sit up there? No, I didn't want to do any more one content. I didn't want to become a YouTuber, but I do want to be an OnlyFans model. That's crazy.
I used to come home and uh it was all of us here. My son, my husband, me.
Mm-hmm.
And now it's just me and Kaden, and we are a family, but it's incredibly lonely. That's all I can say.
Do you still get residuals from his books or anything?
Yes, yes. We get
Good.
royalties.
Okay.
It's-
And did he have Caden set up for just in case his demise and everything?
Yes. Kaden has a fund that he'll be able to access when he's 18.
Okay.
That
Okay.
has money set aside specifically for Kaden.
Okay. Okay. Great.
Absolutely, yes.
Great. And so, I'm gonna get messy again. Did any of his friends reach out to you trying to console you, good sister?
No, absolutely not. Because you know how they do at the funeral.
I know. Oh, sister.
Oh, sister.
Oh, none of you OGs stepped up. None of you OGs stepped up. We got Star He says there is no fun. I mean, it is. ARC had to leave his son a fun. He said she dropped the link in his Patreon because she's hoping to find another old trick. ARC was on his way out anyway. We got OD Showmo in the bases. What up, GT? What's going on here, man? Man, we got these OnlyFans models out here tricking. They done inherited, royalties from book sales, houses. Now they dropping OnlyFans on us, trying to get to the bag. I mean, it's crazy out here. But none of you tricks, none of you sips want it to be a step crash dummy. Unbelievable.
Let me hold your hand.
Got their hand all on your lower back trying to console you.
But no, everybody's been very respectful, honestly. Nobody reached out to me trying to talk to me, being disrespectful, nothing like that at all.
Okay, wonderful. Um, if you guys have questions, we're definitely taking them by super chat. If you guys have any questions, this has been such a dope interview so far. Like, I think this will be like one of my favorites, like for real, for real.
Really?
So yeah, I think because we have gotten to see a side of ARC that we didn't know about. And he would be vocal about certain aspects of his life, but I guess to hear from your perspective does add another layer to it. And I really, really appreciate it. I really do. It's been super dope. Like, okay. And you're a very, very you have a very lovely disposition and just a great attitude. Because some of the shit I asked, I'd have been like, bitch. I'd have been looking like, girl, your ass out. So yeah, girl.
Yes, this is AR season.
So what's day-to-day life for you like right now?
Basically I dropped the baby off at school, and yeah, I wait for him to get out of school, go pick him up. He goes 4 days a week.
Mm-hmm.
And then Friday through Saturday, we try to get out of the house, do something, go to the park.
See, that's what I'm trying. That's what I'm trying to understand. People tell me about the economy. People keep telling me about inflation. They tell me about Donald Trump tariffs, this, that, and the third. I'm trying to figure out how she paying to keep a roof over her head, whether it be rent, mortgage, or let's say the house is paid off. Electric bills, property taxes, gas, food. I mean, she's clearly not working. Did ARC leave this woman with a bag? I think ARC left this woman with a pretty big bag because she ain't even got to go to work.
Park. Yeah, we really love to go swimming. Um, yeah, mommy stuff for the most part.
Do Have you ever thought about how having an OnlyFans would affect him down the line?
Um,
Nah, she didn't think about it because he's dead.
no, I never really thought about that. When I think about that, I feel like that's a part of me that is not my son's business. That's how I feel. I feel like there's certain
Dang, and then when she started the OnlyFans, didn't even think about her son. Son's only 2 years old. What he gonna do?
things that children should just not be privy of at all
Okay.
about their parents. Like, it's certain things that if my mom took it to her death and I never knew about my mom's sex life, I wouldn't be upset because I don't want to know about that stuff.
um, so I do have another question. Shout out to Gabe A. Gabe says, would you advise other women to take a similar path as you did, marrying an elderly man? Additional thoughts?
Well, Gabe, ARC wasn't elderly. He was only 59 when he passed. And when I met him, he was 56. That's not elderly. That's middle age. And I don't think there's anything wrong with marrying an older man. It's unfortunate that ARC passed away, but that's not the case for all age gap relationships. So yes, I would say if you want to date an older man, that you should. There's lots of perks to being with an older man.
And if
There's lots of perks. I'm pretty sure there's a lot of perks being with an older man. You should. I hope Sister George asked you about these perks.
it sounds like you guys had a really, really healthy marriage, and even from the way that you've spoke about him, I can tell that you felt safe within your marriage. You know what I'm saying? I think a lot of people get married and may not necessarily feel safe, and not safe as in like violence, but safe that you knew you had somebody that was going to handle the business or take care of you and do what they have to do to make sure that you're provided for. And that really has shown through all the way, in my opinion. So yeah. Um, well, I don't have any more questions. Do you guys have any questions down here in the chat? We taking super chat questions, Saini. We taking super chat questions. There will not be a panel. It's sure there will not be a panel. There will not be a panel. Not right now. There won't be a panel. And I don't want y'all to be like, oh, Sister George, you should have asked this or you should have asked that. No, no, no. Y'all got some questions? Super chat us. Let us know what y'all got. I want to make sure I ask everything that I was supposed to. So don't get on y'all's live streams and say, oh, Sister George, you didn't ask this, you didn't ask that. I asked everything that I wanted to know about.
You see, and that's how they dodge accountability because they know what they're supposed to ask. If they skip about 10 questions. They want us to spend money to ask these questions when she could ask the questions.
Jameelah, are you still there? Y'all, her screen done went. Okay, there she goes.
All right, somebody called me.
Oh, okay, that's all good. Um, I hope you get some more subscribers to your OnlyFans.
Yes.
Look at that. You hope she get more subscribers to her OnlyFans. Don't you mean I hope you stop doing OnlyFans because you should respect yourself and be a good human being and you could get in the dating world. Maybe find you a new partner who you can spend time with so you won't be lonely. But if you keep doing OnlyFans, you're gonna diminish the good men who you can have to be there for you, not and prevent you from being lonely. But you want her to continue doing OnlyFans to bust it wide open, maybe even do some collaboration so she could get more subscribers on OnlyFans. That's crazy work that somebody could say something so ignorant. I'm so disappointed in you, Sister George. I'm so disappointed in you.
And I hope you take us up on starting some. You could be like the what was he? He was a verbal seduct.
He
What
was the
was
king of verbal
the
seduction.
king of verbal seduction, baby? Maybe you could be the queen of verbal seduction, honey.
I love
Uh,
it.
I mean, I feel like you should be teaching those things on your OnlyFans. You know what I'm saying? Because you're gonna have to take off some more clothes or do something. Throw the shirt
Hey,
around on your. I don't know, girl.
y'all want to see some more skin? Y'all want to see me do some tricks? I don't know no tricks.
Um, what is your Cash App? So I can put it in the chat.
My Cash App is $, Jameelah Zakia, and that's JameeLahZakkiya.
ZAKK.
They about to make sure that they get every dollar up out of you Negroes. You all the super chat money going to her, OnlyFans subscription money going to her, and now they need that Cash App money. Let's go.
IYA.
Yes.
Okay. Y'all know I'm blind as two bats. Okay, I think I got it right. Okay. Y'all send her some money over there. Like I said, all proceeds will be going to her today. But you guys send her some money. Do you want to drop your OnlyFans link here? You can they lonely, child, they lonely too. And
Wait a minute. So we lonely too. So we're gonna want to subscribe to her OnlyFans. So let's say that's true, Sister George. Let's say we are lonely and we want to go to her OnlyFans page. What am I gonna do with one picture? Let me see this. What am I gonna do with two pictures in a minute and 16 video? What am I gonna do with that, Sister George? If I'm lonely, I click on the picture right here. Okay. What I stare at this picture for a minute, and then I click off, and then I go to the big booty picture right here. Okay. And then I click on this video right here, and I watch some of this video right here. I watch her roll her eyes back and I guess have an orgasm. And that's it. I'm still gonna be lonely, Sister George. So I'm trying to figure out how subscribing to her OnlyFans gonna help me in my alleged loneliness. I just need somebody. I need somebody to explain how that worked to me. You're supposed to have at least a whole catalog. I can see if she had a whole catalog, maybe I'll stay. But come on, Sister George.
Hey, lonely over here, honey. Shout out to Life of a Grand Master Troll. He says, did you watch any YouTube videos about your OnlyFans?
Did I watch any?
Mm-hmm.
I only saw a video from Reg, the bad guy. And he was basically saying, oh my God, this is so sad. And we had some words in his comment section.
Y'all had some words. Girl, you cursed Reg out.
No, absolutely not.
Oh, she cursed Ray. They fighting in the comment section. Let me see if I can pull up this comment section real quick. Let me see if I can pull up this comment section real quick and see what was going on in the comment section. Ray's the bad guy. Go to lives. Let's see. Right. Oh, you made it a members only.
What's up? This is Red the Bad Guy again. Members only. This is for the members only and stuff like that.
That boy Red's the bad guy trying to make some money. You see, they got any comments? They're not gonna show me how many comments they got right here. Man, he done made it a members only. That's crazy. He done made it a members only.
What's up? This is Red the Bad Guy again. Members only. This is.
Go ahead and renew that members only, I guess. Only $1.99 a month. Support my man Reg the bad guy for $2. Become a member. They said they was fighting in the comment section. Let me refresh this. Oh, yeah, I just became a member. Why is not I gotta be a $6.99 member? Gotta be a gold. Oh man. I gotta upgrade. I gotta upgrade to the gold.
What's up? This is Red the Bad Guy again.
Gotta upgrade to the gold. Oh man, I don't understand why YouTube won't let me have a members section. They let everybody else get a members, but they won't let the Grandmaster Troll get members.
Nah, you talking about more.
I'm getting pretty mad that they won't let the Grandmaster Troll. Look at it, it ain't got no comments. So I just spent $6.99 for no comments. Probably because you gotta be a member. Nobody's paying the $6.99 to be a member. I just played myself out of $7. Man, it's a cold world.
I just was surprised by what he posted. He was just saying he was hurt and this is so sad. And
People, the brotherhood was hurt. They was sad that they had to watch their brother's wife become an OnlyFans model. Terrible work right there.
All of that, and yeah, we talked about it. I think we cool. I don't have any beef with Reg.
Girl, I think half the space got beef with Reg. Reg ain't never did nothing to me. But they be
we got Stark Taylor talking about Reg killed his channel. We got more shit. The comments says Reg think people will pay for videos.
mad at Reg once a month. Then everybody go back over there. Then they get mad again. Now Reg be getting mad at them too. So he be like, "You're out of here." Reg will take away all I goddamn rich. Reg be on one, and then
Reg,
yes, Reg, girl,
him
Reg
and that damn cat.
Now they making fun of Reg, the bad guy, and his cat. Man,
Let me ask you a question. Were you watching any of our channels on YouTube, like with ARC, like when he was alive? Like, girl, let me ask you this. What did you think of the beef between him and Obsidian?
Oh my God. That scared me.
What?
That scared me.
Why?
Because they would go back and forth and it would get so heated that I would think, oh my God, these two men are going to hurt each other. Like, I would be like, Obsidian and ARC are going to meet up one day and actually hurt each other. So that used to scare me because my husband was so passionate. Like, the way he would speak, I would be like, oh my God, I'm scared.
What was you guys' favorite channel to watch besides The Breakdown, A Woman's Perspective?
Let's see. ARC did watch Reg a lot and went over to his channel a lot. Bernard Riley, of course.
yeah, they hating on Bernard Riley.
You're wrong.
Child, you know we would be sleepy over there.
He watched everybody. He would go in his office and type in his name and try to see if anybody was talking shit about him.
Oh my God. Oh my God. Not him looking up himself.
Yes, he did that almost every day.
Oh my gosh.
Talking shit.
that is hilarious. Gabe A says, how is ARC being the quote unquote king of verbal seduction benefiting her now?
Well, he wrote several books. That's definitely benefiting us. I feel like his the knowledge that he put out into the world is benefiting us. It's still out there, still helping people.
You see what Gabe A don't understand is the girl, she in the house. She eating off them royalties. She then collected a life insurance policy, the inheritance, you know, the probably even gotten ARC's brand new Porsche car that she driving to and from school as she takes little Caden to and from school. I mean, that king of verbal seduction was a big benefit to this black woman right here.
And that benefits us.
So did you start the OnlyFans because you needed money?
No. Of course, any extra income is good, but I'm not trying to like feed my family or pay my rent off of OnlyFans.
Okay.
I honestly, it's just like a creative outlet for me. I just want to post some sexy pictures.
Okay.
And my husband posted sexy pictures.
You can post sexy Instagrams on Instagram, Twitter. Why you gotta do it on OnlyFans though?
Pictures of me when he was alive. So I don't think he would like.
So it's not like he left you in the poorhouse and we trying to figure out like why the hell ARC left this woman and her child out here looking crazy.
Absolutely not. His the book royalties that comes to us. We are taken care of. We not hungry. We not over here cold and
you ain't got your hand out like, may I have some more, please?
No, I'm not begging. Like, if you don't want to subscribe to the OnlyFans, I totally understand.
Literally, they not in the poorhouse. They not begging. They well fed. They eating good over there. But they running the OnlyFans when everything is up. That's crazy to me.
Yeah, you don't have to.
Gotcha. Um, she said, shout out to Concrete Rose. She says, what about the notion that older men only excuse me, what about the notion that that older men marry young for caretakers, basically for you to be his nurse? What do you think about that?
Hmm. I can't speak for anybody else, but as far as ARC is concerned, I don't think that was the case. Um, we both wanted children. We both wanted a family, and that's why we decided to get married.
Okay.
So I didn't feel like I was his nurse or anything like that.
Okay.
I was his
Okay.
wife.
Gotcha. Um, and a shout out to CD. He says props to Mrs. Curry for even understanding Reg through that mumbling and go easy on him. That's the only cat Reg has had since the 90s at least. We didn't know. We didn't know.
That cat is at least 50 years old.
It's an old ass
That's so
cat.
old.
Oh my god.
Then he tripped me out how he be having to take a break every 5 minutes to feed that cat.
Wow.
Yes.
CD says, is there any truth to the rumor that Alan only watched Barnard Riley when he needed help falling asleep? I think that's a valid question. I think it's a valid question.
No. Who said that? You're wrong. You're wrong.
I mean, if you are looking for something that's gonna put you to sleep, it's definitely a recommended channel. It's ASMR for some sleep. You can sleep good as hell too.
Ain't no way it's ASMR.
But ask, girl. You better ask, girl. So people feel like you may be being dishonest because they said, well, you had the GoFundMe and now you have the OnlyFans that doesn't scream being taken care of. And what do you say to those people?
And people in the chat, and as well as this chat, talking about she broke, she need more money. We got Stark Taylor said he literally left her broke as fuck. I mean, that's what they saying, but she's getting ready to answer that question right here.
Well, as far as the GoFundMe is concerned, I already addressed that. That was for like emergency purposes because my husband died suddenly.
Yeah.
We wasn't prepared for nothing. It was absolute madness for about a month. Like I had no idea his account numbers, like where the money was, nothing like that. I wasn't in charge of any of that.
Got you. Got you. And y'all, she said OnlyFans ain't over here really paying no real life bills. She ain't got 1 million subscribers. She's doing it so she could get her sexy out. Child.
Yeah, leave me alone. I'm a widow, guys.
Girl, you know they ain't got nothing else to do. You know they don't have nothing else to do. And I'll be
They still running that game on you. They still running that game on you. Man, how long I've been going at this? I've been going at this for 2 hours and 18 minutes. Somebody says, Build a Bunker says, GMT, how come you haven't addressed her clothing? Interview, it looks like she's going to visit SeaWorld with family members. And the OnlyFans girl is dressed like she about to go there. I did address the clothing of the OnlyFans girl. I said it's clearly looked like she ain't got no plans to go to work. She ain't brushed her teeth. She ain't got dress. I mean, I did address the clothing part. Now you said Sister George looked like something from SeaWorld with the family. Oh, so you don't like Sister George's little outfit right here? You don't like the outfit right here? I mean, hey, how people dress is the them people dress. But we need some of y'all to go be a stepdaddy to your girl Jameelah Currie. She's definitely looking for a stepdaddy. She's lonely at night, so you could go be a stepdaddy, and hopefully you don't end up like this stepdaddy right here. Let me see if I can find it. Let me see if I can find it. Okay, I found one. I need the extra long clip. They won't show me the extra long clip. I got the short. Oh, there you go, right here. Some of y'all could go plan and be a stepdaddy. You could be a step crash dummy, a simp daddy, whatever they call it. But hopefully you don't end up like this guy right here. Let me see if I could put this up. We got to talk about this news story right here before we close out.
Leaving as her son is on the run, accused of killing her husband. Good afternoon. Thanks so much for joining us here for Fox 5 News at 5. I'm Tom Haynes.
I'm Courtney Bryant. Newton County deputies say 41-year-old David Gay was shot and killed by his stepson in the family home last evening. Fox 5's Angelique Proctor just talked.
That's right. We got these YNs out here killing their own stepfather, a cold blood, making Channel 5 Fox News. Let's get it.
With the wife of the victim, who is also the mother of the suspect. A lot to take in for this woman, Angelique.
Good afternoon to you both. This Newton County mother is an emotional wreck. She clearly says she loves her husband, who was killed just last night. But tonight her plea is to her son, who is accused of murder and on the run. She says she wants him to turn himself in. Now, we just talked with her minutes ago. Take a listen.
Please turn yourself in. This is the ultimate breaking for me, and I said I couldn't lose another child, and I lost my husband, and now I really can't lose another child. David loved you. He loved me. He loved Kennedy, and he loved his family. He loved like you guys were his own. So if you see this, or if anybody sees this who has any information or who can contact Jaden, please let him know that I love him.
Now, Newton County deputies confirm both Gay and Daniel lived in the same house together on Avery Drive in Covington. Deputies say Daniel opened fire on his stepfather last night, then fled the scene in his stepfather's Cadillac Escalade.
Now, stop the show. You mean the stepson pulled out the hammer, pulled out the blicks, the guns with the switch on him, and hit him with the strap, hit him in the head with a headshot, and then stole his stepfather's car and did the race. This is why a lot of dudes out here don't want to be stepdaddies, but dealing with these single mothers, they're if you deal with them, their kids is a package deal, and like this step crash dummy found out. He shout out to Anton Daniels. He played another man's save game, and he got his head blown off for it. Black Lives Matter won't show up. Politicians won't show up. Single mothers are going to advocate for this stepmother to show up, but they will continue to say they need you black men to come be the cleanup man and be stepmothers to these kids, and now these kids is killing a stepmother.
They found that escalated a nearby park, Denny Dobbs Park, but Daniel was nowhere to be found. Now, his mom says after losing one son last year to murder and gun violence, and that was Kendarius Spear, and a husband just last night to gun violence, David Gay, she says she does not want to lose another family member. Now, Mrs. Gay says she was not at home and she does not know what happened. We will have much more of her interview tonight at 6. Reporting live in Newton County, Angelique Proctor, Fox 5.
Nobody know what happened. The only thing they know is that a stepfather is dead. He said, look at how everybody name is spelled. We got the YN starter pack. They all look the same. It's a Carmelo 2.0 look-alike. I mean, they done put something in the water where these Negroes are out there with the hammers, shooting up everybody, just bam, bam, shooting up everybody with the hammers. So with that said, I think I'm getting ready to close out. If nobody wants to come up on the panel, I think I'm getting ready to close out. With that said, it's your boy D Grandmaster Tro. Let me see if there's any more to this interview I want to play. I damn it went through the whole thing. There's still 2 minutes left.
So when I saw it, I was like, oh, hell no. Because you look at ARC and you think about his legacy, and we didn't know the other side. So I think you've cleared up a whole other side that we didn't know about. And so it makes it more understandable. You know what I mean? You're a grown woman, you doing what you want to do and living life on your terms. So I think that yeah, girl, do what you do. Have you some fun. Live your life. It's short. And his passing definitely puts things into perspective on how short life really is. So, yeah. Guys, we are getting ready to get up out of here. I think this was a really, really dope live stream. I'm so appreciative that you came through. You were so gracious, and you've been a wonderful, wonderful guest. I really, really appreciate you. Any final thoughts? And like I said, you can definitely post the OnlyFans here. Let us know, girl.
Okay. I just want to say thank you, Sister George, for giving me an opportunity to come on here and tell my side of the story. And
looks like we got somebody to join the show. Let's see who we got in the building. We got Leonard Roy in the building. It's been a while since I've seen my man Leonard Roy in the building. Tell us what's on your mind.
Boy. Nah. I got to get my voice on and grab me a cold one. I got me a cold one. Nah. This Negro hair, right? Bing. Now, the Negro decided to make a baby when he was 58 years old, become a daddy, right? Ding. The ARC, if you wait till he was 58 years old to become a pappy. I'm the pappy. So, he gonna have a high school senior walking across the stage. That's my boy or girl. And he's 76 years old. Who the hell are they right mind? Because he croaked what 2 years ago?
Yeah, he passed 2 years ago.
Okay, so that he would have been 61 this year, right?
Mm-hmm.
which means he would have been a year younger than me. Now, who the hell in my age group is trying to doggone make a damn baby? You supposed to have been done with that by the time you was doggone 35 tops. You done making babies. Now you laying out plans so you can enjoy your retirement and they can get the hell out the house. You know what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
So I don't know what was on his mind. That's like what? Kevin Samuels 2.0? Messing around with them young girls? I be telling these old cats, all right, you keep on. No, man, all right, them young girls, your check engine light gonna come on. And then you gonna check your ass out. Same thing got him, didn't it?
Now,
Doggone Red Bulls, them Viagra,
now,
and that young Twizzot.
now, to be fair, Leonard Roy, ARC didn't have any kids. If he always wanted to leave his legacy behind, maybe that
Well,
was a motivating factor.
you know what? I look at some of them youngins, I be like, boy, look at that thing on that thing, 2 inches below the thing. But I know, let me get up in there, I'm gonna be, yeah, ooh, do, check engine light gonna come on. I be like, and Smokey and the Bandit. Remember, every time he got stressed, his pacemaker made the noise. Do. We too old for that action there. I tell them young men, I'm like, man, knock it out of socket. Knock it out of socket. That's what y'all young men, y'all got them energies and y'all knock it out of socket. Once you get to be an old man like me, they say what they want to. I'm like, I done been there and did whatever you probably gonna do later. I done did already. At this age, you trying to like go long like the stock market. You gonna buy low and go long. You see what I'm saying? Trying to play old men trying to play young man's games. That's like these old doggone birds. They competing with them young girls for the same damn men. Shoot. She 25, mama 60. Hey, where them fans at? Hey, I can still do it now. Go sit your post AARP self. Sit your ass down. Yeah. Don't make no sense, man. Everything is a certain way when the human beings were made. You got a natural order of things. The reason you got the young men, they can bust it wide open 3-4 times a day every day is because the female body at that young age is in the best condition to carry that baby. See? But once that ass get old, you ain't busting it wide open 3-4 times a day because you ain't supposed to. That's nature's way of birth control. You dig?
Mm-hmm.
But people ignore that. Then they end up out of here and be like, all right, keep on. Just keep on. End up getting them a caretaker. I know somebody that they was about like 20 years older than me. Had this little female, she's about, around my age group, right?
Mm-hmm.
And I'm sitting here like, okay. She ain't want to let me get it. She up with Big Daddy in his 50s, right? Time went on. That Alzheimer's and everything else kicked in. He just kicked the bucket about a year ago. She on social media. Yeah, I remember when we used to. That's all you can do is remember now. Because you had the chance to get with Bill. No, he was already stable. He got his money together, and then he gonna retire. And she was looking at the bag. See, you can't hate on a woman for that. They want security, but it's gonna come with a cost. You're gonna end up being that caretaker.
So what's going to be the cost with ARC's wife? I mean, 2 years. They were married for 2 years, and it looked like and it looked like she secured the bag.
Well, things all you got dog on them Transformers. Look like women, but they ain't. So you got to beware of the way things look, because you made a very important point You said the bills don't stop. You still, if it's properties, you still have property taxes to pay on them properties. You still got utilities to pay. You still got to feed yourself. Whatever the left behind until 18, money can't be touched until then. So that money is just on hold. So then what type of respectable doggone woman gonna have a OnlyFans? Because, that's what they do. They bust it wide open, from what I hear, you know. And all of them think that they could doggone get on OnlyFans and get a bag. It's like OnlyFans, I almost said overfans. From what I've seen online, is OnlyFans are so oversaturated that ain't nobody making no money.
Mm-hmm.
It's like, what if everybody was a rapper? Like with the YNs. You a drill rapper, I'm a drill rapper. Old boy that drive the truck, I can't remember his name. He used to come on your show a lot. He got a studio in the truck and be dropping mixtapes and all that. If everybody's rapping, then who making money? Because when you got more people than you got, more merchants than you got customers, you ain't finna make no money.
Yeah. But all you need is that one viral video.
I don't know, because don't OnlyFans pay you by the member?
Mm-hmm.
Okay, so say you get a viral video on OnlyFans and you get 1 million views.
Mm-hmm.
That ain't 1 million members, because unless they paid by the views.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, I don't know how all this stuff go. I'm old. So I don't know. And
Yeah.
people was talking about my views on the channel I had before they took it away. Man, you got 13,000 and these many views. I'm like, man, shoot, my channel bringing in like $100 a month. Shoot,
Yeah,
millions of views.
all you gotta do is have that one adult rated video, get 1 million on Pornhub, and you get 1,000 come to your OnlyFans channel. That's 17. She's selling it for $17 a month, so that's $17,000. The next thing you know, you got that extra motivation to put out more OnlyFans content.
I guess. I don't know. Shit. I don't know. All I know is, for one thing I know for damn sure is it couldn't be me. That's like that story that you was talking about, the news story. That's from my neck in the woods.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I'm saying? That's why I was typing on there. Yeah, read them names. Read them names on that story. If she wouldn't have said her name, I wouldn't have known how to pronounce it. Because I seen the letters in it. I was like, KIMOUSE. Damn, it's a lot of letters. I wouldn't have known how to spell it if she wouldn't have said it herself. And then with the boys, the way their name is spelled, I'm like, I can't read that. You already know I got issues reading ghetto phonetics, ebonics, whatever the hell they call it. I can't read them names. I can't do it. But said, and it's people down here saying, look at her, she's showing no emotion on nothing. She's just like, turn yourself in, David loved you. Whoop, 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 whoop. It's like, yeah, but I mean, you look at what happened. She just lost her son. Her oldest boy got killed last June. Now her youngest boy and killed her husband. That woman, she just, I mean, it's like, how do you process that?
Mm-hmm.
So the people they were going online, that she, and then they started talking about the insurance money, and she may have set the man up and all this old ridiculousness. I'm like, There we go. Here we go. Inch high, private eye. Facebook CSI.
Yeah,
Everybody know everything about a criminal case, but can't do basic math.
if she got a 6-figure insurance policy, you put that on top of the 12 bands in GoFundMe money, the book royalties, and you inherit a house and a car. She done made out like a bandit.
That shit don't last, bro. I'm telling you. Look, I know some people that lost their husbands in Iraq and Afghanistan. That's an automatic 500,000. That's in the SGLI, what the military give you off rip. Then you got the survivors benefit from Social Security. You get their Social Security for the rest of your life as long as you don't get married, right?
Mm-hmm.
They keep pulling that in. Then the child gets Social Security too, or the children. It don't matter how many, right? All this stuff is going. Over time, you got the electricity for the lights, heat and air conditioning. Some places use natural gas. You got to pay for that gas. You still got to pay for the automotive insurance. You see what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
You got to pay homeowners insurance, even though the house is paid for, because if something happens, say a tree fall on the house, how you gonna get the house repaired? You ain't got no insurance. That's a lot of construction. See, so that stuff, in property taxes, as you know, yeah, all that stuff, it don't stop. Don't none of it stop. Bills don't stop. They keep coming. If you ain't keeping up paying them, they're gonna become a William. See? Mm-hmm. So regardless, they be like, well, they got a 6-figure insurance. All right, 6 figures. Yeah. You know.
Then we got Rob
500,000.
Then we got Rob Converse says she in Mississippi. Them dollars were stretched a little bit further. From what I read earlier, the governor of Mississippi is trying to get rid of property taxes.
Mississippi? Oh Lord.
Yeah.
I can't. I just can't. This when I'm driving from point A to point B, I got to drive through Mississippi. I still get the willies, and I ain't never seen like no real racism. But it's just Mississippi, the way their past is. I know I can't live there. Too much did happen. But they, they can get rid of it all day long. But like I said, the get rid of the property tax. All right, the money got to be made up in some other way. Texas did the opposite. Texas got rid of tax on retirement and some other stuff, and the property taxes went through the roof, boy. Texas had you almost ready to doggone self-delete over them taxes. I know somebody, she moved there from Georgia, gonna move to Texas. Talking about she tired of her kids. You ever heard get the hell out? But that's all right. You know what I'm saying? Had a place here that was almost paid for all the years she been in Georgia. Sold it, bought a whole new house in Texas. Everything was, yeah, look at this and that's so nice and this. Then the property taxes kicked in the next year.
But she couldn't afford the place no more.
Oh, she could afford the place, but she getting choked out. And then what happened after that? Her kids that she was trying to get away from, all them moved in with her in the house in Texas. So ain't nothing changed. And I'm just sitting here like, you could have had the house paid for here and been banking because the house is paid for. You could have just been paying homeowners insurance and property tax here. But hey, then one of them had an old man, and he was a disabled veteran. They never did get married. He kicked the bucket. It's like, okay, you don't get nothing. Y'all been together 12 years. He didn't kick the bucket. You don't get any survivors benefits from the Social Security. You get nothing from the VA because you're not a Gold Star veteran wife. You all didn't have any children, so it's not. It's just like, okay, whatever he was covering in the household, it's just automatically gone. Nothing there. All they got is memories. See, so and like if they would have been married, she wouldn't have had to pay property taxes on the house if it's in their name. Then he dies. That would have continued because he was a 100% disabled veteran.
Mm-hmm.
See, but you can't tell these doggone these, as you call them, B-dubs. I think I got it right. You can't tell them B-dubs nothing. They know everything. They're the most educated women in the United States. When the reality kick in, it's like compared to black men only, they're the most enrolled in college. I just sit there and look at them. I'll be like, well, they in my world, they recreational use only. Oh, speaking of recreational use, you said something about bomb Cherry in the hospital or something?
No. So since she's starting the OnlyFans, and since Bomb Cherry was a webcam girl, Bomb Cherry said she could show the girl how to do some tricks in front of the camera.
How far away do she have a camera? Like the front room? I mean,
let me show. Let me see if I can show you. I guess you haven't seen the OnlyFans, huh?
no. I hope it don't doggone make my PTSD flare up.
he ain't seen the OnlyFans.
Now who is this? Wait a minute, let me. Oh hell no! What the hell is that? Oh, that's her pants. I'm like, what the hell she do? What's with the? So this is what they watching on OnlyFans, huh?
Mm-hmm.
What kind of? What? And this is what Mr. Whatever Black Manosphere support of the woman be the real man. This is what the fuck he married, huh?
Mm-hmm.
I wait a minute. I hear a remix coming on. An old school remix. It was this group, Houdini. Simps. How many of us know them? Simps. The ones women depend on. Simps. How many of us know them? They're simps. Dropping all their money. They're just simps. Hell no.
So that's what they doing on OnlyFans to make $17 a prescriber a month.
Oh my god. Whew. Them the motherfuckers be talking about, ain't no women trying to get with you anyway. And I'd be like, yeah, all right. Click on doggone experience. You see this here? You can only get a FICO score like this if your life is right. And then I'm like, do you have a year's worth of mortgage payments just sitting away in an account just in case something happens? Like, oh, you don't even know what an average mortgage runs right now, do you? Oh, well, and I'm like, shut up. As I said, they recreational use only. You know, that's it. You know, I hit them like Q. Give me the nappy and make me happy. That's it. Then take your ass home.
So,
Oh,
there's no women around you that you know of that turned to OnlyFans.
the women I know old as hell. But then again, that don't mean you can't be an OnlyFanner. But who want to look at some old rankle up ass women? You know, I'm 62 years old. Then again, I mean, the world being what it is today, it might be a market for it. You know, gray panthers or some shit. Gray girls are us. The Get It Granny group. Oh shoot. Ain't no telling. They might have some of them on OnlyFans or something, I guess, you know. The Get It Girl Grannies. Yeah. Bomb Cherry gonna show her tricks. I'm like, yeah, I got a trick for you. Take your ass to Planet Fitness. Trick some of that bacon off your back. Whew.
Hold on, I think I got a better one for you. I want to see if you remember this person.
Oh hell no!
It's too small for a guy.
Not the fuzzy temptress.
I don't know why you waste my time.
That's another one that need to get the bacon off her back and her front. God damn.
I call that. I don't know why you wasted that time. Maybe because you just find me so. Do these big triple D titties make you want to come, baby? I know. Shuck it just like this, baby. Don't not.
Hey, is that wig from the Tina Turner collection? I laugh a good job in the city. Working for the man every night and day. Big wheel keep on turning. Proud Mary keep on rolling. Rolling on the river. What's that from the Rolling on the River collection?
I'm talking to you when he
Yeah, look at that old video of Tina Turner when she was young, doing the Rolling on the River. That's what that hair looked like. God damn. Oh man. That mother was like, rolling on the river. God damn. I remember that like it's yesterday. Talked all that, car got repoed, talking about car got stolen. No, it got repoed. Who gets you got a used car and it got repoed? You got a car from the buy here, pay here joint? They finance it in-house, buy here, pay here. And you couldn't keep up the payments on that shit? Then you was living in the car? Well, how they gonna steal the car? I mean, how they gonna repo the cars or steal the car? She said you living in the her lies tell lies.
I mean, it's hard out here in these streets, Leonard.
Mm-hmm.
It's hard out here in these streets.
I know. You'd be like Rick James, cold-blooded. Hell yeah. I just be looking at these motherfuckers like, maybe you could. No, baby, maybe I can't. No, well, I could. No, you can't. Mm-mm. I like money with small faces. I like old shit, like me. See what I'm saying? And my damn check engine light going. I ain't finna do like Kevin Samuels. He came and went at the same time. Hell no. Mm-mm. Just imagine a woman. That's just like in that movie, Malcolm X. Talking about dude had 25 grand in his pocket with a chick 25 years older than him. Killed over on top of her. She screaming her ass off. I don't think a woman. How you even gonna offer? How you gonna offer that box up to anybody, knowing that the last man that was in the box died in it? Woo! I don't know. I said I'm glad, man. Y'all young cats, man. Y'all got it hard out here. Man, y'all got it hard. It ain't too much of nothing for y'all to bring home to mama that's available out here in these streets.
What you mean? We got thousands of OnlyFans models.
Yeah, I know, but you ain't bringing it home to mama. And then the other thing is, see, when I was coming up, these big Bertha, big burly boola boola back ass women, you ain't have all them big linebackers. They didn't come out the house. If they did, they was at church on Sunday and one of them choir robes trying to hide all that bacon. Mm-mm. Now they all confident. I'm big and I'm beautiful. No, you ain't. You big and you finna have type 12 diabetes in this mom. Like, mm-mm. They too damn much. Then they get mad at these dudes call themselves the passport bros or the travel bros. They get mad at them. I'm like, how you gonna get mad at somebody that don't want you? That's like you know about that chick in Congress, that Elon Omar, the one that was married to her brother and made kids. That one say white men are the biggest threat to democracy in the United States. I'm like, but you married to a white man. How you make that make sense? That's like the old man Chicago, Lori lick him down. Look like Grady from Sanford and Son. I'm not giving interviews to any white people. But your white wife, what you giving her when you get home? Like doggone Don Lemon. We're oppressed by white people. Well, when you on the bottom and your husband on top, I mean, come on, Don, can you explain that? When your white husband on top, what's happening? These folk, boy, it's a great time to be alive looking at all the silliness going on, though.
Yeah. I'm getting ready to go to sleep. You got any final words for the people in it?
Yeah. Tell them girls I said, get the bacon off your back. Big back boola boola Bertha booger wolf. Hell to the gnaw. Every part of the gnaw. Hell no. Walking around built like a hefty scent sack full of hell no. They for recreational use only. Especially them 9 to 5ers. You know, you have them come to your crib like 9 o'clock at night when it's dark, and they leave before 5 in the morning when the sun come up, so nobody knows she was there. Yeah, 9 to 5ers. Yep, but I'll be catching you again sometime. Don't know when, but
Yep. It was good seeing you.
Yeah, great show, bro. I had fun.
All right.
Yeah, I'll get at you later.
And that was Leonard Roy. Shout out to Leonard Roy from coming up. Yep, man, I'm about to go to sleep. It's 11:30. About to be 11:30. Thanks for all the people who came by. You hit the Cash App. I don't think anybody hit the Cash App because I guess the inflation and the global markets is it's got y'all Negroes broke, and since I'm not an OnlyFans model or 3 or 4, I don't get no love. But with that said, it's your boy, the Grandmaster Troll. Peace out.